Follow along for the Winter Swimming World Championship in Tallinn. I went straight after work. I went to Tallinn by ferry. First I checked in the cabin I was gonna stay at before I went to look around on the boat. We had a beautiful sunset when departing from Stockholm. I stayed out and watched the surrounding a bit before I went back to the cabin. Then it was time for some dinner, and there was a lot of good food. After all the food, it was time to check out the boat a little bit more, enjoy a show before I went to sleep, to get up next morning and have a good breakfast, so I was ready for the competition. After the breakfast, I was ready to get some fresh air, so I walked around outside on the boat. Then we arrived at Tallinn, the sun was shining, and I was ready to start the competition. In at the hotel I was gonna stay at during the competition. I left my bag, then I was heading to the competition area to watch my friends swim. So many people at this competition, and from so many different countries. I got a lot of new friends during this trip and met a lot of old ones from previous competitions. Here I was getting ready for my first race, and first you meet up in a big tent, then you get to a smaller area to get ready for your start. And when they call your group, it's time to get down to the water. On the way down I met my friend from Tallinn and had the time to say a quick hello before getting to the water. Then you have time to take your clothes off and get into the water and wait for the start. First race went really well for me and I'm happy with my time. After the race I met up with some friends and said a quick hello before watching other people race for a while. This event is real big and it's going on for a whole week. I was there for only 3 days. After all the races are done, it's the prize ceremony in the evenings. I watched some old friends get some medal and some new friends. In the evening I met up with some new friends, had a lovely dinner before we were walking back to the hotel. Then it was time for the next morning and another swim. It's nice and cold in the air and the first race is off for the day. Then it was time for my second race. It was 25-meter breaststroke. Same procedure as last time. Start in the big tent, get to the small one before you're going down to the water. Here I got some help to film while I was swimming. Working on the competition was so nice and helpful. And the race was off, and it was 25 meters in nice cold waters. On my way back from the swim, I had time to say hello to my new friend and wish him well for his competition. After the swim, I walked around to talk to some people before I was looking for a cold bath to go in after my race. I found one, but it was being used for a commercial shoot, so I had to wait a little bit before I could get in. It's nice to cool down after a race, so I sat there for a while. I went live on TikTok to show the race for my followers. It can also be nice just to relax in the bath after a swim and calm down after the race. A lot of people came by, so I had people to talk to while I was live on TikTok. After a while it was time to get out and walk back to the competition area to say hello to some new friends. Then I was heading back to the VIP area they had, where I had my own locker. And then I could get dressed before the prize ceremony in the evening. Some new friends won medals again. Then it was time to walk back to the competition area and we finally got some snow. Watch some friends take some photos and enjoying the weather. We were gonna do a world record attempt that evening, so I got something to drink before. Everyone was very nice, and then the mayor came to talk about the world record attempt. It was gonna be a world record relay that started early in the evening and continued to almost 2. And the mayor was also swimming in the relay, It was the second in the water. I picked a spot in the evening, so I had time to talk with some friends before it was time to get into the water again. Had so much fun with all my new friends before it was time to take part in the world record relay. Everyone was so cheerful and happy this evening. It was so nice, and there were so many people. It ended with 807 people taking part in the world record relay, so we broke a new world record for winter swimming relay. And I had help from my new friends that filmed and shared on while I swam. I swam with my GoPro so I could film my world record attempt. It was so much fun to be part of a world record attempt. My swim went well and everyone was happy. It's nice to have some time to talk with some friends that was also partaking in the relay. And everyone was happy even if everyone was a bit tired. So after the race I went back to the hotel, met some ladies from the UK that invited me to take part in their relay team. I wasn't planning on swimming this day, I was planning to explore Tallinn, but who could say no to some new friends from the UK. So I joined their relay team and it was off for a morning swim. Then it was time to get down to the water for the relay race to start. It was 4 people in each relay team and you need to be at least one of the opposite sex in each team. The relay swim went pretty well, and after the swim I had time to catch up with my Tallinn friend. And then of course I need to cool down after a nice race. So I found the ice bath again and sat there contemplating the competition and talking with some friends. And my new friends from the UK invited me to join their show performance team. They're called the Disco Dippers and I joined the show performance. After the cold bath I had some time before the show performance started. Time to say hello to some friends, met some people from Sweden as well and talked to them for a bit before it was time to get ready for the show performance. There was another team performing before us, then it was time for the Disco Dippers to start. It was so much fun and I had so much fun with the ladies from the UK. Then the competition was coming to an end and we celebrated all the staff that has been working with it. And it was time for the last prize ceremony, and thanks to the Disco Dippers, I got a medal from the World Swimming Winter Championship. After the prize ceremony was done, I had some time to walk around and check out Tallinn. It's a beautiful town, and then in the evening it was time for the farewell party. We had some good food and there was a lot of music, people dancing, and everyone was having fun. I met up with the Disco Dippers again, had a shot before we took over the dance floor. So many nice new friends, people at the dance floor having fun. Sat down for a while and talked with some new friends from Poland as well before heading back to the dance floor. Everyone was in high spirit and everyone was having fun into the late hours before getting back to the hotel. Early in the morning I had to check out because my plane left at 7. I was a bit tired, but it was a beautiful morning even if I didn't get that much sleep from the party last night. Flying back home to Sweden, went cloudy at the end before landing back home. And because of the time difference between Stockholm and Tallinn, the plane actually landed before it took off in Tallinn. And thanks to the Disco Dippers, I came home with a medal. Take care guys. Bye bye.